Welcome back to Star Trek Apologist, where we believe TOS, TNG, and the first 6 movies are without errors. If you'd like hints towards future videos, check out my Twitter below. So, I got a reply to my front video about Star Trek having no error. The ideas in this post are heavily based from off-screen sources. The only on-screen assertion appears to be that Kirk ordered full reverse in the motion picture, that it had to be impulse because the warp drive is offline, and since the Enterprise has no reverse ports on the impulse drive, that there is no way the ship could have done that.
Wormhole. Get us back on impulse power. Full reverse.
Here, let me give a few more examples of this error. In the Paradise Syndrome, the warp drive is out of commission and needs space dock for repair.
Our star drive is completely burned out. The only thing we have left is impulse power.
Estimated repair time.
Hang on here in space? Forever.
Yet, the ship is clearly going reverse. Kirk also ordered reverse impulse in Star Trek VI.
Reverse engines. On the stern.
1.5 impulse power.
Back off. Back off.
Well, I will explain what she's doing. The objection fails because it assumes that these ports are thrust exhaust ports. But he is wrong. These are not thrust exhaust ports. But if they're not, what are they? Let's listen to this line from Obsession.
While we wait, I've taken the liberty of cleaning the radioactive disposal vent on number 2 impulse engine.
Open hatch and impulse engine number 2. Mr. Scott was doing an AID cleanup on it.
AID cleanups. Engine number 2. So the Enterprise has 2 impulse engines with exhaust ports. Where are these ports? Wait, how many ports are on the back of the Enterprise again? Could those be impulse AID vents? They are radiation vents, not thrusters. The truth is, there are ways of flying without expelling thrust behind you. In a world with anti-gravity and the ability to create artificial gravity, they could always manipulate gravity around them. But while researching this, I came up with something known as the Woodward effect. I'll link to the wiki article and Professor Woodward's CalState Fullerton page. He provides links to further support his research, if you desire. The idea is based off the Mach principle, that is generally described as the local inertia frame is completely dependent on the dynamic field of the universe. For a better understanding, I suggest you check out the wiki page. Now, I'm not saying for sure that this is a system the Enterprise uses, because as of 2016, it is still unproven. The point is, there are drive systems that don't require the use of expelling thrust out of a thruster. I had a few questions about this drive system, so I emailed Professor Woodward, and here is his reply. In the first question, he confirms that the engines can go forward and reverse without any visible ports on the outside, which alone says that this could be the impulse drive system the Enterprise uses. But what gets me the most is that he decided to call it an impulse drive. So not only does it allow thrust without an external port in other directions, but it also has the same name as the Star Trek sublight engine. He also did not name it after Star Trek, so even in a universe without Star Trek, it would have had the same name, Impulse. This is also a case of Star Trek predicting the future, since he began publishing this in 1990.